1 year ago, this conversation didn't exist. ChatGPT felt unbeatable. Today, the landscape looks completely different. Gemini is rising, market share is shifting, habits are changing. And the most important part? This battle is still in its early stages. The AI war won't be won by who launches the next model first. It will be won by who controls where AI lives. And right now, that fight is happening silently. In search bars, on phones, inside emails, across billions of screens. If you want to understand power before it becomes obvious, subscribe to Billionaire Portfolio, because the future isn't announced. It's built quietly and revealed too late for most people to react. For a brief moment in history, one company owned the future of artificial intelligence. ChatGPT wasn't just popular, it was untouchable. Then, quietly, something changed. No viral announcement, no dramatic press conference, no warning. The numbers began to shift. Traffic dropped, users drifted, momentum cracked. And while the world was still talking about ChatGPT, Google was moving. Today, an AI war is unfolding in real time, not in labs, but in search bars, inboxes, and billions of devices around the world. This isn't about smarter code, it's about control. Control of attention, control of habits, control of the future. Because the company that wins this war won't just dominate AI, it will reshape how the world thinks, searches, and decides. And the battle has already begun. If this AI battle were just speculation, we could ignore it. But the data tells a very different story. Because when you look at the numbers, what's happening right now is nothing short of a breakout. According to multiple web traffic analytics platforms tracking generative AI usage, ChatGPT's share of total AI chatbot traffic has dropped significantly over the past year. At its peak, ChatGPT commanded more than 85% of global generative AI web traffic. Today, that number has fallen to around 64 to 65%. That doesn't mean people stopped using ChatGPT. It means something else is taking its place. And that something is Google's Gemini. In early 2024, Gemini accounted for less than 6% of generative AI traffic. Fast forward to now, and Gemini controls over 20% of all AI chatbot visits worldwide. That is an explosion. To put this into perspective, that's not slow adoption. That's not casual curiosity. That's tens of millions of users changing behavior in under 12 months. Even more telling, ChatGPT's traffic didn't just flatten, it declined. In some recent reporting windows, ChatGPT's daily visits dropped by over 20% in just a few weeks, while Gemini's usage surged during the same period. This is the definition of competitive displacement. And it gets more interesting. Other AI tools, Grok, Perplexity, Claude, are fighting for single-digit percentages. Gemini didn't. Gemini leapfrogged them. It didn't nibble at the edges. It punched straight through the middle of ChatGPT's dominance. This tells us something critical. Users weren't just experimenting, they were staying. And in the AI world, retention is everything. Because once users build habits around an AI, where they ask questions, how they search, which assistant they trust, they rarely go back. These numbers signal the beginning of a structural shift. Not hype, not headlines. A measurable, sustained change in how the world uses AI. And when traffic moves at this scale, power follows. So the numbers are real, but here's the question that actually matters. Why is Gemini growing this fast? Because growth at this scale doesn't come from one feature or one viral moment. It comes from strategy, and Google executed 3 moves that changed everything. First, distribution beats intelligence. While OpenAI was building the most advanced standalone AI product, Google did something far more dangerous. It embedded Gemini everywhere, not as an app you need to download, not as a website you need to remember, but as a feature inside tools people already use every single day. Search, Gmail, Docs, Android, Chrome. Millions of users didn't try Gemini. They simply encountered it. And in technology, that's a massive advantage. Because when AI shows up exactly where your question already exists, friction disappears. You don't compare, you don't hesitate, you just use what's there. Second, habit hijacking. Google understands one thing better than almost any company on Earth. Habits beat features. Most people don't wake up thinking, which AI model should I use today? They think, I need an answer. And if that answer appears instantly, inside search results, inside an email draft, inside a document they're already working on, that AI becomes the default. Gemini didn't need to be better than ChatGPT at everything. It just needed to be close enough, in the right place, at the right time. And that's exactly what happened. Third, ecosystem gravity. This might be the most underestimated factor of all. Google doesn't just have users, it has infrastructure gravity. Android controls billions of devices. Chrome dominates web browsing. Google Workspace runs inside companies, schools, and governments. When Gemini plugs into that ecosystem, it doesn't grow linearly, it grows exponentially. Every new integration multiplies usage without spending $1 on marketing. That's why Gemini's rise looks sudden, but wasn't accidental. It was inevitable, because this AI war isn't being won by the smartest model alone. It's being won by whoever controls where AI lives. And right now, Google controls more digital real estate than anyone on Earth. Now here's where things get really interesting. Because markets don't move on press releases, they move on user behavior. And when Gemini started gaining traction, the internet reacted fast and loudly. Across Reddit, X, developer forums, and tech communities, the conversation shifted almost overnight. At first, it was curiosity. People weren't abandoning ChatGPT. They were testing Gemini. Side-by-side comparisons, same prompts, same tasks, and the reactions were mixed. Some users were surprised. They noticed Gemini answering search-based questions faster, pulling in fresher information, and handling real-time queries more naturally, especially when those questions were tied to Google's own ecosystem. Others pointed out Gemini's strength in multimodal tasks, combining text, images, and context more fluidly inside Google products. But the criticism came just as fast. Power users complained about inconsistent long-form reasoning, occasional hallucinations, restrictions on certain prompts, shorter conversational memory compared to ChatGPT. And that's the key point. Gemini wasn't universally loved, but here's what shocked analysts. People kept using it anyway. Even users who admitted ChatGPT felt smarter said the same thing over and over. Gemini is just there. Inside Gmail, inside Docs, inside Search. That convenience changed behavior. Another major shift showed up among non-technical users. Casual users, students, office workers, everyday searchers didn't care about benchmarks or model versions. They cared about speed, simplicity, zero setup. And for them, Gemini felt easier. No account switching, no extra tabs, no friction. Just ask and move on. Developers, on the other hand, were split. Some stayed loyal to ChatGPT because of its ecosystem, plugins, and familiarity. Others started experimenting with Gemini APIs, especially for Google native workflows. What this revealed is something critical. The AI war is no longer about who's best. It's about who becomes the default. And defaults shape behavior far more than opinions. Even users who preferred ChatGPT began using Gemini unintentionally, simply because it appeared first. This is exactly how platform shifts happen. Not through mass migrations, but through small, repeated choices people don't even notice they're making. And once those habits form, they're incredibly hard to reverse. As Gemini's numbers kept climbing, something unusual happened behind the scenes. OpenAI went quiet. No victory laps, no bold predictions, no public celebration of dominance. Instead, reports began to surface that OpenAI had declared an internal code red. And in Silicon Valley, that phrase means only one thing: a serious threat has been detected. Insiders revealed that OpenAI slowed or paused several outward-facing initiatives, including early discussions around advertising, and redirected focus inward. And here's the uncomfortable truth. Most users don't need the smartest AI. They need the most convenient one, which means the winner of this war won't be decided by benchmarks. It will be decided by friction. Who removes it faster? Who hides AI better? Who makes it feel effortless?